Thanks for joining us here on World Tech Update. I'm Nick Barber. Coming up on this week's show, we'll take a look at a concept tablet from Google, hear from Bill Gates from Davos, and take a look at a robot under development by NASA and General Motors. Since the launch of Apple's iPad last week, reviews have been mixed on its usefulness as a web browser. One of the biggest complaints is the device's lack of Adobe Flash support, used on major websites like YouTube, Hulu, and Facebook. However, more fuel was added to the fire last Friday when Apple blog AppleInsider.com noticed that promotional images and even a video posted on Apple's website, which you're seeing here now, appear to show Flash-based content being played on the iPad. By Saturday, the materials had been pulled from Apple's website, the image posted on the company's homepage has been removed, and the video on Apple's website now shows a broken Flash box in place of what had been previously live Flash content. While Apple has not explicitly said the iPad won't support Flash, representatives did not respond to requests for comment. Trying to steal some of Apple's thunder, Google showed off a mock-up of a tablet running Google Chrome OS. While it's obviously a very early concept video, we can see that the tablet could support multi-touch, which is also available on the iPad. But one-upping Apple, the Google concept could support multitasking, something the iPad cannot. There's no word on when or if Google's concept will come to market. And in more Google news this week, the company has started pushing out an update for the Nexus 1 that will fix a 3G connectivity problem that has plagued some users and also adds limited support for multi-touch. Bill Gates, co-chair of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, was at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland late last week, where he announced more money for vaccinations.
Over this last decade, we've spent $4.5 billion on vaccine research and delivery, and today we're announcing a commitment over this next decade, which we think of as a decade of vaccines having incredible impact. We're announcing that we'll spend over $10 billion on vaccines. That will help invent new vaccines, that will help get some new vaccines out, that will help increase the coverage.
World Economic Forum is an annual gathering of the world's who's who in politics and business, focusing on issues like global development, and Gates has been in attendance for the past few years. NASA and General Motors are working on the next generation of a robot designed to help both the automotive and aerospace industries. Called Robonaut 2 or R2, the next generation bot is faster, more dexterous, and technologically more advanced than its predecessor. It works under supervised autonomy, so it will be able to perform tasks with little human intervention.
From General Motors' perspective, we want to be able to automate tasks that are very repetitious, dull, or ergonomically challenging for our operators. And those requirements are very similar to some of the tasks that NASA would like to be able to automate to help an astronaut.
The robot has force sensors, so it should be able to cope well with working in a zero-gravity environment. There's no word on when it will be complete, and the cost is being kept secret. In a report released this week, a team of psychologists at the University of Leeds in the UK said they found that people who spend a significant amount of time online are far more likely to suffer symptoms of depression. When people begin to substitute real-life face-to-face interaction with online conversation in chat rooms and on social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter, there's often a serious impact on their mental health, this study found. A similar study conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention last year came to a similar conclusion. What neither study has yet to determine is which comes first. Are depressed people drawn to the internet, or do they become depressed because of it? A data center in a box, that's the idea behind the HP Pod, or performance-optimized data center. The company released a new, smaller version of its pod based on a standard 20-foot shipping container. It can house 10 racks of gear, and while it may look like a gimmick, some analysts say that they are useful for some situations, such as allowing companies to add additional storage much more quickly and at a lower cost than building a new data center. The pods are very energy efficient and can be delivered to customers in the US in 6 weeks and worldwide within 12 weeks. The empty pod costs $600,000 US, but when filled with IT equipment, it could top several million. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks for joining us here on World Tech Update. To find out what's coming up on every week's show, follow us on Twitter and check out our Facebook fan page. As we head out this week, we'll leave you with some shots from the recent Bahrain International Air Show. I'm Nick Barber, and for all of us here at the IDG News Service, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week.